Hello, and welcome to the television series, It's So Easy, Even a Zombie Can Do It. Today we'll be talking with Mr. Robert Nickel of Alternative Flooring and Design. He will be telling us about training new employees and how to do a backsplash. How are you today, by the way?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you for asking. And for some of our viewers who don't know, can you explain exactly what a backsplash is?
It is a deco way to make your kitchen stand out, raises property value, clean and easy way to maintenance your kitchen.
Okay, great. And how long have you been in the business of doing it?
14 years.
It's a long time. And what made you want to get into this business?
Actually, it was by accident. I was out of state, visiting friends, and they offered me a job, and been there since.
And what exactly is your job title at Alternative Flooring?
Field supervisor.
And how many employees do you usually have under you at a given time?
15.
You have about 15 employees?
Yes.
Does it vary sometimes?
Varies 10 to 15.
10 to 15 usually?
Yes.
And do you do most of the training of these employees?
I would say probably about 80%. We do have other guys on the crew who would pick up if we get too overwhelmed with training new hires.
Great. And what kind of people does Alternative Flooring usually look for when hiring new employees?
Good work ethic, clean cut, at least 1 year in construction of some type.
Have some time. Right. And what problems do you usually encounter when you're training these new employees?
Patience. I mean, people learn at different levels. Some are more visual than hands-on, so you have to be very patient and walk them through it.
Okay. And what is the hardest part about training these new employees?
Pretty much the same as, you know, they learn at different levels.
Mm-hmm.
Visual, hands-on, and some just want a paycheck. Some actually wants to learn a trade, and it just varies on.
And do most employees do they pick it up quickly?
Majority of them do, and we do have some that can't pick it up or just not willing to learn to pick it up. I mean,
So the ones that don't pick it up, you usually have to let them go?
yes, we usually let them go within a couple of weeks.
And so you give them a couple of weeks. I mean,
Yes.
how long do people usually pick it up?
I would say at least 3 to 6 weeks.
3 to 6 weeks, and if
Yes.
they don't get it by 6 weeks, you kind of
Yeah, but you usually can figure out which ones you'll have to let go within a couple of weeks.
And are you usually satisfied with the employees' results after you train them?
Yes, I'm satisfied enough where I could send them out on their own job and be satisfied with the work. I will go check it out, but pretty much.
That's part of your job, is
Yes.
checking out and making sure that the job's done well.
Yes, sir.
But you feel that you can send them off and they'll do the job right.
Yes, sir.
Great. And do you usually do you enjoy training these employees when you're doing it?
Actually, I do. It's a fun experience. You get to meet new people, and you get a variety of people coming in and out. So I would say overall, yes.
Oh, great. Well, Mr. Nickel has been gracious enough to take us through an accelerated demonstration of how he would train a new employee and on how to do a backsplash. So let's get to it.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to It's So Easy, Even a Zombie Can Do It. Let's welcome back our guest today, Mr. Robert Nickel.
How you doing, Jeff?
Thank you. Now, what are we going to be learning today?
Today I will demonstrate how to do backsplash. Of course, this is not a kitchen, but you will see how the process goes step by step.
Great. And what kind of tools are we going to be needing to do this?
First of all, you'll need a margin trowel. Comes in handy for back burning the pieces if you can't get in these hard to get places.
Okay.
Then you will need a utility knife. You can find them anywhere, local hardware store.
Okay.
A measuring tape, at least 12 feet. Find it anywhere. A bucket of water, and a 3/16" notch trowel.
A 3/16 inch.
Yes.
That's important.
It actually varies on the surface.
Okay.
Sometimes you might need a 1/4 inch, sometimes bigger. Hopefully you never use bigger.
Okay.
Right? And the setting material would be all-purpose mastic.
Mastic. Okay.
And it's just a tile adhesive. It bonds very good to pretty much any surface, and easy to smear, easy to clean up. And then a level, just a 2-foot level of any type. Just make sure it's flown.
Okay. And what kind of tile do you usually use for this?
You actually can use any type of tile. I would stay away from the bigger part. Today we will be using a 4x4 stone,
Okay.
natural stone.
Alright.
And then some separate pieces, which come in 12x12. And this also natural stone and glass.
Oh, awesome.
So should we get started?
Let's get started.
So first thing you want to do is go ahead and have your help for a second. Take the lid off the mastic. You want to do the layout, and like this is going to be a 2-foot top to bottom, and this is going to be 3.5 feet. So you always want to find the center line, the center of point.
Okay.
And you do the same thing on the top. Then you take your level and get your line, a starting point. That would be your starting point. And now we had a pre-line made before you got here for the bottom. And so you want to take the trowel, dig into the mastic, and just start on the cross line at the bottom of the right end.
Okay.
And you want to leave teeth marks in it. You just want the ridges in it. It helps bond to the tile. Some people do it in circles, some just diagonal, but it really doesn't matter. As long as you're getting full coverage and the teeth are standing up. Then you want to take your 4x4 stone and set it on the right bottom corner. And just start placing them next to each other. Sometimes you can do butt joint, which just leaves that as a natural look. And sometimes people prefer a space between it for grout. And you use spacers and you let it dry and it leaves that. But today we're going to go ahead and do a butt joint so we don't have to grout. And what I'm doing here is this spot's pretty low, so putting some extra on there. And then you just start stacking. If you get a low spot, you just build it up with some more mastic.
So you just put mastic underneath it to kind of build it up?
Yes, sir. And once you get a couple rows in, you can take your border here, and depending on what you like I'm gonna do a 2-strip. Sorry. We'll do a 2-strip and place it above these. And take your margin, anything you really have, and just press it down if you don't want to get your hands dirty. And make sure it's level across. Then you take some more stone and start stacking them. There's all kinds of different designs you can do with this. I mean, it's pretty much what you want in your kitchen.
So anybody can go to like Home Depot and just pick out any kind of tile will figure out their design, right?
Yes, any type of design. Well, Home Depot has plenty of designs on the floor.
On the floor to
Yes.
give people an idea of what they want.
Yes. And once you finish your backsplash, you let it set for about 12 to 24 hours to get it good and dry. And depending on if you want it to stay like this or you want it like a non-sanded grout in it, you would come back and grout it. But that's pretty much kitchen backsplash.
Well, thank you, Mr. Nickel, for showing us how to do that. I appreciate you donating
not a
your
problem.
time to us. And I'd like to ask our audience to tune in next week when we'll be cleaning out porta potties. Thank you for watching. It's so easy, even a zombie can do it.